and want to master the entry, when to get in, when to get out. I think I know how to get out when you look to the left and you look at the lower, for your take profit, look for the lower, where it reached the last time, touch the last time. So I just want to go over pretty much just like market structure and price action. That's what I'm still want to master.
Okay, so you remember how I started the meeting already because we gonna get rolling. So I started recording. So you remember how can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you remember how Bitcoin was stuttering here?
Mm-hmm.
It was stuttering here, right?
Right.
And I had marked it off and I was like, this thing get ready to go. And then I gave take profit here, I gave another one here. The reason why it did this here, look left, right here.
It touched
made a cup. It made a teacup.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, I put the instructions on teacup in the actual Telegram. But right here, that's the reason why it happened. So it's bullish. You have a bullish candle, then you have a bearish candle, then you have a lower high or a lower low leaving the zone. So you put a line right there, put a horizontal line right there. And the next time that it comes back to this line, more than likely it's going to hit the line and pull back. So we don't trade this in a teacup fashion. We don't trade this, right? You wait till it hit the line and then you trade the handle part. You understand what I'm saying?
Once it breaks through.
Yeah. You once it hits here, so you put a sell stop. So for this would be an actual sell stop happening right here at this number 10944.70. We put a sell stop, but we put that sell stop when it happened over here, and we would just watch it. So when it was approaching here, we would know, hey, it's getting ready to come up to here, possibly to activate my my order. So it would have activated your order here. It would have took you up here, and then you could have caught all this down here, following it with a trailing stop.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and this is for any pair. I have this area right here as another possible teacup area because I have a bullish candle followed by a bearish candle, and I have a lower low, and it left this zone area, right? The next time it comes back up to this zone, I'm looking for it. Hold on one second. Thank you. So this is what I was pointing out, but look to the left, right here. Yeah, bullish, bearish, lower, high, left the zone. The next time it came back to the zone, look what it did.
It dropped.
Right. So if you know how to do the teacup, that would have got you right here that many pips. Right there. And just let the trailing stop hit it. Let it trail out. And here we marked it off here. Bullish, bearish, right here, leaving the zone. Came back up to the zone. Here we go. So you can have teacups within teacups. So this is a teacup right here. It dropped. You could have got your pips off of that. So that's with Bitcoin. Now,
so what about the markup, like where it is current right now in the market? Because I saw
right
it
here.
It shot up.
It's right here in the 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right there in the 1 hour.
So right now we're waiting for it to come back up to that resistance line.
Yeah, this is my 50. Right here. This is not the clutch. This is my 50. See, so it will cross my 50 way before it will cross on the clutch. And anybody else join? Yeah. Stacy, how you doing? If you got any questions, join in.
Hey, Gooch. Hey, Janice.
Hey, Stace.
Hey, guys.
All right. So I'm gonna teach y'all a couple of strategies today. 2 strategies that you can have on another separate computer and watch it. And these strategies bang every time. So You want to finish talking about Bitcoin, or you want to talk about something else? These strategies I'm gonna give you work on every pair, and they are simple, but they work.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so let's call out a pair.
GJ.
Okay, GBP, JPY. Okay, so the strategy is simple. I have a 4 exponential moving average, and I have a 50 moving average. Every time the 4 crosses the 50 to the downside, it's going to sell. And you can get at least 20, I would say 20, 25 pips at least. I would only look at this on the hour and above time frame. Okay? So the 4 is this line right here, this purple looking line. The 50 is the yellow line. Y'all see that?
Okay, so 50, okay.
450 cross. This is the 4. It crossed below, and look at that. 80 something right here, pulled back and kept going.
So you said, I'm sorry, you said, Gooch, you said the yellow is a 50 and the purple is the 4.
Yeah, so the yellow is the 50 moving average. The 4 is the exponential. And these are the regular candles.
So as soon as it crosses, you go straight, you do a market execution as soon as it crosses?
You can do a market execution. If it's going to the downside, you can put your stop loss like right here.
Okay, so this is my, and maybe you can help me with this, because this is very similar to the clutch with the EMA. And what I'm finding with the clutch is that as soon as it crosses, I get in and it never ever hits. It's like they're hit and miss. They're more misses than they are hits. And right. I'm watching it. I'm watching it, and I have everything on. I'm watching it the right way. And as soon as that thing crosses, I get in, and it is not hit. And then what I'm finding also too is that on the clutch, it will cross. Let's say it will cross on a blue candle. And the way Cam has told me, and the way he has trained me is that, well, she has trained me, correct myself, is that when it crosses, let's say on the buy candle, you go in for a buy. If it crosses on a sell candle, you go in for the sell. But what I'm finding is that when it crosses on that blue candle and the next candle is a red, then the red is activated and it goes straight up into a sell. So I'm like, okay, well that's contradicting the information, because it's supposed to go into a buy, but it will go into a sale on that second candle. Does that make sense?
Yes. So what time frame are you looking at it on?
I'm looking at it on the 15, and then I'll go down to the 5 minute, and then sometimes I'll go up to the hour, but mostly I'm doing my trades on the 15. And that clutch, and that's the same thing even with the I'm finding with the ECC 11 that, well, that's a little different, but let's stick with the clutch. So the clutch is like, well, like I said, with the moving averages, it doesn't always hit. So as soon as it crosses, it won't hit, and you could be in that trade for hours, days, and then I end up just closing it out because it's not moving.
Okay, so first off, anytime something's on a 15-minute, it will jump back and forth. So I don't trade the 15-minute. I'm against the 15-minute. I'm more into the hour, 4-hour, daily, because when they cross, it takes so much time to cross back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so even when it crossed right here, let's measure it right here. This the cross. Look how far it went up. The height, it went 43 pips. Get 20 pips out of it, hit it twice, get 40 pips and get out of there. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even at this cross right here, mind you, I'm on the hour. I don't do the 15. At the cross right here, 71 from the cross. But this is on the hour of the 4 and the 50. Anytime the 4 and the 50 cross, that's when you got something popping.
Okay.
And you can follow this with a trailing stop.
Mm-hmm.
So soon, and let's say I'm in it for the sell, right? Because it crossed right here. I get in for the sell. I put my stop loss right here. Or you can put your stop loss at 30 pips. Put your stop loss at 30 pips. But once you recognize that it's going in that direction, like you can put in a smaller trade, like a 0.01, just to test it to see which way it's actually going.
Okay. And this is
And then when you are sure that it's going down in this way, that's when you pop the heavy. You go heavy. When you are sure that it's doing this, you pop the heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And you're using just regular candles, okay.
These are regular price actions.
Mm-hmm.
This is known as the 450 cross. That's all it is. Look, they crossed here. And look at that. And whenever I tell y'all, hey, y'all get in the trade, this, that, and the other, I always tell y'all, hey, put on the trailer stop. Because I can't predict what's going to happen. Put on a trailer stop. You know what I mean? You're not going to win every trade. But your trailer stop will take you out before you like, man, I'm down thousands of dollars.
Right. Oh, yeah, I like the trailer stop, definitely.
Yeah, that trailer, hey, if the trailer stop take you out in profit, okay. If the trade continue to run, or whatever the case is in the same direction, look for the pullback, get in on the pullback.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I do. And like I said, and the clutch works because I've been profitable with the clutch. It's just I just been noticing that sometimes it will, when it crosses, it doesn't always activate. It doesn't not activate, but it doesn't always go into that order. So how does this differ from the clutch though? I know the EMAs are different.
The 4 and the 50 are tighter than the 5 and the 144.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go back to Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's been jumping. I like Bitcoin.
Yep.
Now you can use the 450 cross Gooch on cryptos and forex on everything.
Yeah, look, the 450 it crossed right here, and look. It crossed right here, and look.
Okay, I want to put this.
It crossed right here. Look. This was at the cross. Look where it came down to.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Mm-hmm.
Now the 450 crosses. So you see this right here, right? Now I'm gonna switch screens. Where is it?
And we're just going in for 20 pips on this one.
You can put on a trailer stop and just let it rock.
Okay.
Go for 20 pips if you want.
Right. Okay.
Go for 20 pips, hit it 2 times, they close out. That's 40 pips.
Okay. I'm gonna put on my MetaTrader 4 now.
So can you see? You see the other screen now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is the clutch, but I put stuff on it, right? The clutch then call a trade until here. Right here. So let's see what this price is. 10,263, right? 10,263. Now, where was I? Right here. It crossed right here at 9,000. 97. It crossed at 97.
I see.
The 450 will cross way before the clutch will ever sink me. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody understand that? Anybody lost?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 450 will cross and will get you into the trade faster The clutch then go across until somewhere 10-260 something. Round about in here, that's when the clutch made the noise. And it showed the arrow. But what about this from here to up to here? You missed out on these pips. From the cross up till about here.
It's a big difference.
It's a huge difference. Huge difference.
Okay.
So I would advise everybody to have on another computer watching it. As y'all can see, you know, even when I'm away somewhere, I got like 3-4 devices. And I'm looking at the same trade on 3 or 4 devices. And if I see it cross on the 450 and the clutch hasn't called anything, but my other indicators say, yeah, it's going this way, and I check the other screen, yeah, it's going that way, I'm in it. Because anytime the 4 crosses the 50 on the 1 hour or the 4 hour, it's going to pop. It's going to run. Even if there is a resistance right there, it's going to blow through that resistance. Or if it's a support right there, it's going to blow through that support. Let's look at this on the 4 hour. It crossed back here, and look at that monster on the 4 hour.
Wow.
That's a beast right there on the 4 hour. Look how many pips that is on the 4 hour. You know, you can come over here and you can set alerts. I can set an alert for this crossing, and I can say every time, and I can say show me a pop-up. I can do all that, and I can have it come here and do a chirp and have it set to my phone, and my phone will chirp.
Do you have to put an alert on every pair, Gooch?
You can do it for about 10 pairs.
Got it.
And you can go here and the calendar, and you can go as far as you can go out. So I can set this alarm to alarm me on the 450 crossing all the way up to September 19th. And then September 19th, I got to come in and do it again. And it'll probably push it out another month. So every time it crosses on that time frame, it's going to go off. And all you do is put you on a trailing stop and let it trail up. Let it trail up. Let's change the pair. Somebody give me a pair.
GU.
$450 cross. This on the 4 hour. She crossed. Look how long it took before it crossed back. That 450 cross is a beast. That's how low it got. 460 something pips. And every time it pulled back, you can fire in for another trade. Y'all remember what I said, right? When I said, let me make this bigger. Y'all remember what I said? When the candles is riding under the line, it's in a sell. You see how it's under this line? It's in a sell. The minute it cross back and go above, it's buying. But this is really a pullback to this line to push down. But y'all done been got y'all pips out of it way back up here. Even if you got pulled out right here, you still caught your pips. Let's say you got in here and it came down here and pulled you out back here. You still got 213, 214 pips. If you put on 2 positions, 3 positions, trailing stops, let it rock. Any questions about this? Look at that cross right there. At the height, 145, 146 pips. Then it pulled you back. But if you had your trailing stop and you had it set, it should have pulled you out maybe about here. Boom. Okay. And you notice that it was doing this here. And you got in here. Could have got you back up to 216-ish. Your trailing stop on probably would have stopped you out back here, 189.
Gooch, what do you set your trailing stop on? I do mine on 15 or 20.
You can do 15, you can do 20. Depends on how your pair is moving. So go and measure the pullbacks and see how many pips the pullback is doing.
Okay.
And then get above the pullback.
Got it.
So let's turn this to Heikanashis. How you do a trailing stop with a Heikanashi is, so once it's in momentum, right? This is a momentum candle, right? You see how they're going down? Every time, let's say you notice the cross right here and you fire from this position, your trailing stop should be here. Your not trailing stop, your manual stop should be here. The minute this candle closes and this one starts, you should move your trailing stop here or move your stop here. When this candle closes and this one starts, take this, bring it here. When this one goes and closes and this one starts, bring it here. Oh, hold on, y'all. I got to get the battery up. I got to plug in. Y'all still hear me?
Yep, I got you.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold tight. All right, we should be good. So if you're manually moving it, as it keeps moving down, as this one moves down, bring it down here. When you see them start wicking at the same area, bring your stop close. Because you don't know if she's turning around, right? But you can tell in the 4 hour if it's really turning around. Because once it pushes through in the 4 hour or the 1 hour, it's going to take it so long before it comes back up here. Look how long it did before it came back this way. And what are these in terms of Heikanashis? What are these? Anybody know?
You said what are the candles?
Yeah, what are they? What type of candles are they in terms of Heikanashis?
Oh, Heikanashii candles.
Yeah, but what type of candles is it?
Those look like indojis. An indecision.
Right, but what else would we call them?
Indecision.
Right. So if you got your Heikanashis on, you know what to do. Wait for the breakout. It broke out of the box. Get in the trade again right here on this candle. You don't get on this. You wait till it come back here and fire from here and continue downward. Trail and stop it out. Continue downward. Anytime that this 4 gets away from the 50 and it creates a lot of space, it's in a run. Y'all see that? Mm-hmm. On the higher time frames, if you can catch this stuff on the higher time frame, you neat. That went up, that. Let's see. It crossed right here. Here's the cross. How many pips did we get? It went up as high as 37 pips. I said get 20 and get out of there. Fire it twice and get out of there. It crossed right here again. $146. It crossed and crossed back. Let's see how much it crossed back. Let's see that we get our pips. It's going with 58 pips to the height. We got 20. We got the 20. Take the 20 and go. You need more than 20, hit it more than once and go. Trailer stop, let it rock. Y'all got it?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody, any questions, any concerns? Let's see who on the line. What up, Nate? Man, where you been, Nate? Courtney, Jose. So y'all got that?
You got it.
All right. Anybody got any questions, concerns? I'm gonna turn this back to the regular candles.
Can we see, since right now the market is open for Bitcoin, can we see, well, not Bitcoin, but just crypto pairs, can we see how it works on the crypto and see if there's any opportunity now to see if it working, see how it works live in action?
What should we be looking for in crypto? You tell me what's strong in crypto.
Well, of course, Bitcoin.
Go to FinBiz and tell me what's popping.
Okay, hold on. You have XRP, BTC, and a strong buy.
Okay, XRP what? USD?
BTC.
XRP BTC. It crossed back here. Remember, this strategy is only for when it crosses the line.
Right.
That's what this strategy is for. It's only when it crosses the line. So it crossed the line here in the 4 hour. Drop back down to the 1 hour. Cross the line here in the 1 hour.
Look at Bitcoin.
Okay. BTC USD?
Yep. It's dropping. And FinBiz has it in a strong sell as well.
Yep. Let me go over to my other chart.
It crossed on your,
Huh?
it crossed on your hour.
Yeah, it crossed already. Let me go over to my other chart. Look what the clutch has it at. Right? The clutch don't even have it crossing yet. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
You see how the clutch is late to the game?
Yeah, it's lagging.
Yeah, late to the game. The clutch ain't even, the 5 ain't even make it here yet. Clutch late to the game. But why, looking at my chart, why would I say, yeah, this is, what would y'all say? Would y'all be selling it or buying it or what? Y'all tell me.
It's selling.
Yeah, it's selling. But according to this, it looks like it's trapped between here and here, right? This is what? My resistance line. Y'all know that, right? I got my parabolic ZARs over top, right? So it's more in a sell. And the candles are under my moving average. It's more in a sell, but this here is giving us some problem right here. Remember, this acts as a moving support and or resistance, but it's giving some issue right here. And with this going flat, it's going to do this. You see how this is flat right here?
Going to consolidate.
All right here. Until it breaks this. If it breaks this, it's coming here. It got a break and close below this, and then I see it coming here. You can use that as a take profit, but you got to wait for it to break and close. And you got to make sure everything stays on the top of the candles in order to go that direction. And this should turn downward. If this turns downward, like it turned down here, if this does that here, this is going down this way. Same thing as this here turned up here, it started marching uphill. When it got flat, you started getting this. Then she opened up and it came here and faked people out. But as you can see, I have my line right here based on this, right? And it wicked to it. When she got along here, this appeared again, and look here. The clutch called it here, but the 450 cross probably back here somewhere. It'll just get you in the trade earlier.
So, Gooch, on this one right here, do you have the 450 on top of the clutch?
Nah.
So what EMAs do you have on this one? Is it the clutch that you're using?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the screen. I sent y'all the indicators already. For this. For everything that's here. I sent y'all them.
I have that.
Yeah. Any questions, concerns? Let's go back to the other chart. Any questions, concerns? Oh, I'm running out. I got 10 minutes left. All right, so right fast. Let's go back to the other chart. Now, I want to teach y'all this strategy, the teacup strategy. And I'll be putting stuff in there. But we got some rules. Let's get off Bitcoin. Let's go to EURJPY. Let's look. Let's tighten this up. Bullish, bearish, lower high, lower low. Let me see. Let me tighten it up. See if I can find something earlier. Boom. There's one right there. Bullish, bearish. Y'all know what I mean when I say bullish and bearish, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you got a bull candle, a green candle, bear candle, red candle. A lower, the next candle after that got to be either a lower high or a lower low. In this case, we have a lower low and left the zone, right? It came back. Let's see, did it do 30 pips? If it did 30 pips, it would have kicked you out the trade. You had a pullback of 21 pips. So you still would have been in this trade, right? And this is for regular pairs. These parameters are for regular pairs. But then look at the drop. 83. So for those who need a stop loss, 30 pips. bullish, bearish, lower high, lower low, leaving the zone. You can take the first teacup and you can take the second teacup, normally from a zone. And you can come over here and you can use the text, put it here, and you can say teacup zone at 121.905. Leave yourself a note like this. The next time it comes back and hits this line, we're looking for it to drop. Guess what? Right here. Definitely hit here and look at the drop. Y'all see that? This, you marked it off here. It came back, hit here. You had your 30 pip stop loss. It never hit. It dropped and gave you 83. Whoa, bless me. This here came back, activated you in 94. The third time it comes back is normally going to blow through your what? Your area. It's going to blow through it. Because you created a resistance right here. You saw this as resistance, right? And the third time it came back and blew through it. Y'all understand that? So while it's teacupping, if it crosses back, if it does a 450 cross, you know you still can get in for the buy. And where would you put your take profit at? Right back at this line. My take profit would be 121.905 to take me out of my buy trade and to have my sell stop trade, sell limit trade activate. My sell limit trade would activate and then would take me down here. So you can beat it as it's crossing, going up to the upside, as well as when it activates your sell limit coming back down. On the third time, I wouldn't take it because you're going to blow through. It's going to violate it. And it's going to definitely hit your stop loss. This is definitely above 30 pips. Yeah, 50-something pips. Yeah, it knocks you out the trade. But here we had a cross right here. Cross. 33 pips. Take 20, hit it 2 times, get out of there. She crossed right here again. And these are the regular price action candles. 80 something pips right here at the height. Let your trailing stop be on. This one, you probably didn't get the pips. $15 pips. But if you had your trailing stop on, you would have stopped out. You stopped out in profit. This is a good break and run up here. This is definitely a good one right here. Y'all got that?
Yes.
Don't worry, we'll go over this. We'll go over this. But I advise everybody, I told y'all to get multiple machines and have the same pair on multiple machines. And I would watch it on, like if you're going to use the clutch, I'll watch it on the clutch. I'll watch it on a 450 cross. And then I would go on a 450 cross. I'll be looking for teacups. And I would just go and mark up teacups on the higher time frames. Here's another teacup right here. Bullish, bearish, lower, high. Came back and hit it right here and dropped again. While you were in this 450 cross trade right here. Your teacup right here. Bang. Keep it moving. We got about 2 minutes. This thing about to clock out. But y'all see the cross. Look at that. The cross. The cross.
You know, Gooch, when they closes off, we can log back in if you want to continue.
Huh?
When it times you out, we can all log back in if you want to continue.
I mean, that's up if y'all got questions. So do y'all understand this? Bullish, bearish, lower low, lower high, leaving the zone. When you see a green candle, then a red candle at the same level, I will put a line. Not at the wick, but at the body. And the very next time it comes here, I'm going to look to see if it's going to teacup. But we got a while for it to come here. Let's join it down. We got a while. Here's one here, bullish, bearish, lower high. It came back, wicked you in, put you in, and took the drop. And it did a 450 cross. You could have been in on a teacup and smashing the 450 cross too. When it crossed, you get in on another trade. You double down. Boom, boom. Because the 450 has crossed on at least the 1 hour time frame. If you can get this thing to cross on the 4 hour, you're running. Do y'all want to get back on or y'all good? Because it got less than a minute.
Let's get back on.
All right, so let me see how this thing, I don't know how you stop the recording or whatever. We'll run until it run out. Then we'll see from there. Give me another pair.
EU.
450 cross.